What's up, y'all? So you're seeing me in front of the camera. You guys have kind of gotten used to seeing me, usually with the Doc, aka Jason Gaspar, or another friend over for one of our discussions, talks, podcasts, whatever you want to call it. I've actually got a haul to share with you guys, and usually, I shoot my hauls just showing you the stuff, holding the camera. Um, but I also want to do a little bit of a vlog on this that has nothing to do with uh, topics of discussions that are related to toys. Kind of just like random stuff. Like, hopefully, briefly, but just kind of what's going on in my life. I've always kind of used this also as a place where I can share. In some ways, I've shared more with my viewers here on YouTube than I have, at least more on a personal level, than Facebook or Instagram. You would think Facebook probably would be the most, but it's like I share pictures here and there and posts. And in previous years, I've shared like more in a way, but here on YouTube, when I do stuff like this, it's like I really just talk to you guys and share when I have something, or when I take the time out to do something like this and share. So anyway, with that said, I also have, first I'm going to start off with some hauls, and it's a pretty no, it's not pretty. It's a completely DC haul. So I'm just gonna jump right into these. So first up, I got the whole series of the DC Multiverse Ninja Batman Collect and Connect series. So there's that. I actually pre-ordered this whole series on Big Bag Toy Store a while back. I don't remember how long ago, and it finally arrived. I'm pretty excited. So let me show you. First up is Beast Boy. Starfire. I think she looks great. This is one of the better DC Multiverse figures. It's still not perfect, even as perfect as you can get for a $20 figure, but she looks good. She looks good. Is that, and then John Stewart, Green Lantern, pretty cool as well. Wally West, Flash, Nightwing, pretty essential character. This one's a must-have. Typically with these waves or these series, there's even like with Marvel Legends, there's usually only about 2 or 3 figures I really want out of like the 6 to 8 figures in the series. But this one, it's tough. It's like I almost want them all. And of course, I mean, that Ninja Batman. I could. There's only import options aside from this collect and connect version of Ninja Batman. SH Figure Arts. I think there's and Figma. I don't know what others there might be, but I know there's a SH Figure Arts and a Figma. And, they're imports and they're a little pricey. So anyway, Black Lightning is the last up. So there's that. Pretty excited to finally get this series. Some pretty cool ones. Starfire, like if I had to have only one in the series, like and not have any of them, like if I didn't pre-order these and like I only was able to catch them at retail, Starfire would have been my most wanted. But of course, like I said, I did want the whole series, so I could definitely get that Ninja Batman. So, and then at Walmart, I scored the DC Multiverse Shazam Dr. Sivana. So I haven't seen Shazam, and I'm actually not even familiar with the character and the actor who plays him. I'm sure if I Google it, I'll be like, oh, it's that person. But anyway, I caught this on clearance for only $9. There was no Shazam. Maybe I'll still catch him on clearance at some point. Then if I do watch the movie, I end up really liking it. When it comes to Shazam, I'm probably gonna opt for like the Mafex version since it's much better than these DC Multiverse. And this was a pretty cool find at Walmart as well. I don't know if this is the most recent. I think this is the most recent or current series, the Killer Croc Collect and Connect series, DC Multiverse. Alfred Pennyworth. That's pretty cool. And I love how we get the movie version right there. I know this figure is pretty hot. I actually have, I believe, I gotta double check because I really want this Killer Croc. I believe I also have this whole series pre-ordered at Big Bad Toy Store, but since I saw them, I was like, I might as well grab them. Just it's such an essential character. I'm sure, or I mean, not I'm sure. I mean, I know there's been other figures of Alfred in the past, in the animated series, and I'm sure DC Collectibles or DC Direct even has released. But I go for the DC Multiverse, the modern standard, especially with scale, 6-inch scale. So it's like finally we're getting an Alfred, and I love how we get the 3 different heads as well. No idea what what's going on there. I'll have to look that up and get some clarification on who that is or what that is. But I also kind of want the whole series. And when I found them, they had, I forget which one they didn't have. I think they had all these except for Red Hood, actually. So I don't know if he might be the hottest one, because like they were all there. I'm assuming maybe it was just one case. They were all there except for Red Hood. So yeah, definitely want that Robin and Katana, and that Killer Croc. So speaking of essential characters in the 6-inch scale, yeah, this just arrived today as I'm recording this, like maybe an hour or two ago. So I haven't cracked it open. I pulled it out of the outer plastic wrapping just because it was gonna be unsightly for this video. But yeah, it is that Mezco 112 Collective exclusive Commissioner Gordon with Bat Signal. This box is also, the box itself is amazing. Looks so cool. Look at that. So yeah, excited. I maybe at some point I'll find some way to show this. I mean, I think I'm pretty much over reviews. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe out of nowhere I'll get inspired and I'll end up shooting some reviews. But for the most part, I want to say I'm pretty over doing reviews. I'm enjoying what we're doing with Jason and other friends. The podcasts. Those are really fun. So I look forward to doing many more soon, and hopefully getting more new faces or voices to bring into these conversations. To have more varying thoughts and opinions to share with you guys on these topics. And who knows, maybe with some different people as well, might even revisit some topics that have already been covered. One of the things I thought of also was like, aren't we gonna run out of collector, toy collector related topics? Probably will at some point. I don't know where we go from there. But even before we started doing these, I mentioned I had the idea to do this for a long time, and Steven was someone I originally kind of had the idea to do it with, and just it's taken us this long to finally get around to doing it. But the thing is, like, I also, on the flip side of that, always kind of intended to branch into topics that go beyond just like toy collecting or geek stuff in general, just life stuff. And I know it's kind of like not the target audience given being a toy channel and all that, but again, this has always been about me sharing what I'm about. It just so happens that toys is like the biggest, one of the biggest, almost the biggest thing that I'm really all about. But I'm about other things. So I've always wanted to also bring in, other friends, other people for other topics, stuff that might even be deeply personal. So anyway, that's that on that. I hope you guys are enjoying them. So on that note, plenty more to come with those. Um, Now, as far as kind of like stuff I want to talk about now, okay, couple of things. Let's see if I can remember. I'm always scatterbrained, so sometimes when I'm finally sitting here talking, even when we do those podcasts after we shoot them, after a while, it's like, oh man, I forgot I should have mentioned this or that. So anyway, couple things. I think I mentioned. No, I don't know. I don't know if I mentioned it in a recent video or haul of any sort. I've been in a bit of a funk, and I've mostly pinpointed like the matters that were causing it. Not 100% over it, but for the most part getting over it. And a couple things that I feel is related to the funk that I've been in has been, and I want to say, well, let me just say what I was gonna say. It's been kind of like the clutter that is weighing down on me. I've still got way too much stuff sitting around that goes beyond just like my collections and stuff like that. Stuff that are kind of in a temporary state. So what I was gonna say that I want to say is I feel like I need a collection intervention. Part 2, 2.0, Collection Intervention 2019. Partly, or I want to say mostly, the majority of it is like stuff that's sitting in my garage that is stuff that has been meant to be let go of, whether it's to be sold or to be given away or whatever, whatever form. It's stuff that's sitting there and it's not moving. I might actually do a video just really focused on that, like a collection intervention 2019. Because again, I gotta mention the fact that it's like if you were to see how much it is stored that is just actually what I'm keeping for my collection. I mean, it's still a lot. It's still more than a lot of people actually. I was about to say actually need. We going back to the whole, we don't actually need this stuff, but let's just put it that way for now. It's more than anyone really needs, but it's still. I have a lot more that's there that's actually meant to be gotten rid of. So there's that's been weighing down on me, and I'm no expert on these things, but I know that clutter actually does have an actual, a real kind of like negative mental and emotional effect on a person. So that's been something. Other things, it's kind of my health. I don't remember when was the last time I had a checkup, but I had a checkup not too long ago, and for the most part, like, my health is okay, but I've always also been the kind of person, you guys know I eat, a lot of things that is not great for you. But still, for the most part, I feel fine. If anything, the biggest thing is lack of rest. That's like the biggest thing I have going against me. But at the same time, I've always like stuck with the fact that it's like my body tells me when I really need to do something, because I don't for the most part I haven't exercised regularly. I don't eat the greatest. So I've been feeling it though. I've been getting to that point again where I'm starting to feel it. My body's feeling it. I was like, okay, I need to do something. So I need to get that exercise. I have bikes, so I need to get out and ride more. That's one thing I plan to do. And go to the gym. Not well. Okay, let me rephrase that, because I hate the gym. And I know that's a strong word. I don't know. I don't think I use it often. If you know me well, I greatly dislike the gym. I'm just that whole fit life culture and gym culture. It's not me at all. But I do want to work out. I do want to work out more than, I know the most important thing I need is cardio, so the biking and stuff like that. But I do sometimes, lifting weights here and there. I'm not big on lifting weights, but sometimes doing it here and there, it feels good. It feels good. So I don't have a gym. I'm not gonna get a gym membership. I have a few friends who live in places like apartments that have a gym. So once in a while, I'll have to try to, whenever possible, do that. Um, what is it? I think that's mostly it. Oh, one thing. And I've been intending to. I meant to on Monday, and as I'm recording this, it's like it's almost a week. Well, it's towards the end of the week. Anyway, I want to say good luck to everyone that went back to school. I don't know if it's nationwide, but here in Vegas anyway, grade school kids went back to school this past Monday. And I've got a few friends who are in grade school. Some people from LVA, someone from SECTA. I hope I'm saying that right. And for the most part, the majority of these friends who are going back to school are also seniors this year. So they're class of 2020. They'll be graduating next year. So good luck to all of you going back to school, especially if you're seniors and you're on the home stretch of your grade school career. So anyway, I think that's it for now. Um, Work. I think I mentioned it a little here and there during recent podcasts. I work for Rogue Toys. Work's been going well. I like the people I work for, and I like the people I work with. Although I say that kind of loosely because I rarely actually work with somebody most of the times, and I work between two locations here in Vegas. Most of the times I work alone. So if I work open to close, I'm alone the whole day. Most of the time, majority of the time. Sometimes the bosses will come into the store, spend a little time, or if it's a split shift, then I'll either see one of my fellow Rogue Toys employees, before or after, coming or going. So yeah, really cool people though. Isaiah, what's up? Missy, bro. If you're watching, if you're listening to this, I'll probably text you and let you know. Give me a shout out. We are hanging out one of these days. So yeah, I guess that's about it for now. I got a bunch of figures to open, so I got to get cracking on those. And again, thank you guys for watching. I always appreciate it, especially if I'm sitting here talking to you and I'm not even showing toys anymore. I should have mentioned after I was done with all, like, boom, okay, if you're not interested in me talking about stuff, you can switch it off now if all you want to see was a haul. So 20 minutes later, here we are. If you watch this long or listen this long, really appreciate you. Fist bump. And again, more of those the podcast videos, plenty more to come. It's something we're gonna keep doing. Again, I know I always say this, but I hope you guys are enjoying it because we're enjoying doing them. So you guys have it. As always, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching.